Hey guys, Jason over at War on the Range. Monday Night Paintball, guys.
That was Jason at War on the Range, a recent scenario in Nicholas, California, being put on by Lockdown Scenarios. It was Wild West themed. How was it?
That was a lot of fun, actually. I was out there, I was rocking the duster for a while. I had a full-length duster on and the hat. Actually, it got really freaking hot.
I saw that.
It was a lot of fun. I worked with Mark Gonzalez, who generaled the red team last year at NWAR. And he was the general for the War on the Range event for my team, along with Finch was his XO, so I was working with them a lot. So one of the missions they wrote up was they ended up making a whorehouse at one point. One of my teammates was our
do I have to beep that out?
You might have to.
Is that a
I'm not
bad
sure.
word?
Why don't we?
What's a good? I mean, hookers is fine, right? Let's just say hookers.
A hooker house?
Is there an official list of
brothel.
words to bleep out? I might need to see that
Well,
list.
we're going to need to go search the FCC rules and regulations for bleeping words. One of the missions was actually to build a brothel. So one of my teammates was actually our engineer, so we ended up building a brothel out of branches, which actually was a kind of a cool little thing, so we actually made a building.
Classy.
But yeah, it was a very interesting event, a lot of fun. They do have another one coming up in November. And we'll be telling you guys more about that once it gets closer, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be going forward with another sponsorship for their events.
Speaking of having fun on the field, Operation NWAR 5 is almost here.
Yeah, it's definitely sneaking up on us. So we released the story, I believe it was last week, we posted it. Now that story was written up by Patrick. It's the new storyline for NWAR.
I'm Patrick.
It's still based partially off of the old ones. So it still follows a little bit of the storyline from NWAR 4 specifically. You'll see some similar names popping up in there. And we're also going to have a bunch of little surprises for you guys. So a lot of new stuff coming, and hopefully we'll be announcing some really cool new things later this week.
We have some pretty awesome news. Just saying. We can't tell you this week because we're waiting on a 5% confirmation. But we can't wait to tell you. It's really hard not to say it right now.
Yeah, Patrick and I are pretty stoked about it. It's going to be a very unique thing.
Yeah.
Definitely a first for NWAR.
It's going to be really, really cool.
So we're really looking forward to it. And that's not the only surprise we have coming for you guys. We have some other stuff we got in the works too.
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, are you an ambassador? If you get 10 of your friends to sign up for Operation NWAR 5 under your ambassador code, you get free entry, a bag of swag, and your choice between a 5-pack of Helix mags or a Hydra mag when they become available. So those of you who have a pack of friends that are going or might want to go, it's in your best interest to make that happen.
So information for the Ambassador Program, it's available under the Ambassador Program link at the top of the OperationNWAR.com website. So simply click there, it has all the details. In order to be eligible to be an ambassador, you must have your registration paid.
So you register first, and then you get a code, and then your friends sign up under that code.
Yes. But you have to request your code. You're not just going to get one automatically.
Right.
So you have to register and then request one. All the information on how to do it is located on the website. You can also find it on the Operation NWAR Facebook page. So definitely check that out. This year we have some other new news. Patrick, if you want to go over to the sponsors page on there.
Bam! This one?
No, the NWAR page.
Oh.
To the sponsors page.
Sponsors.
So you'll see here, we actually got a little bit different format. This year we have a lot more information out there for you guys about the event, and that includes who's sponsoring the events. So of course, we're the headline sponsoring. It's our event. We've been running it now for 5 years.
We're not like a sponsor, we're a host.
We're the host of it,
yeah.
But it's listed under the sponsorships.
Indeed.
The field that is hosting us is, hosting the event is the Snake Pit Training Center. For those of you guys that haven't heard Patrick and I talk about this endlessly, it is an amazing field. It's an old abandoned copper mine.
I want to live there. I do.
It's awesome out there.
It needs a toilet though.
There will be restrooms available for Operation NWAR.
Indeed.
They might be porta potties, but they're still there.
It's not bad real estate. It's right next to Main Street.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It's a really extensive field. It's really large and a lot of fun to be at. It's a really challenging terrain too to play in. So definitely, if you're out there, you're gonna want to wear boots. You're gonna want to have some.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Talking about safety, boots, preferably steel-toed or something really thick.
At least hiking boots is what we recommend.
Yeah. At least. You do want to, I would recommend covering your hands, gloves and stuff like that. You're going to be possibly like climbing through slag piles. There's a lot of brush out there, broken concrete and stuff like that. You might want to cover your hands. And I would recommend, full coverage of, I would wear pants and long sleeves.
Yeah, definitely a good idea. We'll be releasing more information on that in the event section, the event news section on the website, and then it'll also be posted onto the Facebook page. So we're going to be giving you guys tips and advice all the way leading up to the event. Big thing though, guys, is make sure you guys get registered early. The earlier you guys get registered, the better it is for us for planning, and it also is the better for you guys. Because that way we know exactly what we're preparing for and exactly what you guys are going to need.
Plus, you'll get your ambassador code early for all your friends to sign up with.
Exactly.
Yes.
So another one of the sponsors for the event is Calaveras Tactical.
Right here it says, Calaveras Tactical provides safe, practical, and affordable tactical firearms instruction and crisis medical training in a dynamic, creative, and professional company. So Steve's going to be running the medical and the safety there, so he'll be giving the morning safety brief, and he will be the paramedic on call. He'll have a couple of helpers too. And so they'll be driving around, making sure everything's safe and responding to any kind of medical emergencies. But yeah, Steve's basically going to be running the field too as well, making sure the facility is up and running and everything like that.
There's a lot of work that's getting put into the field, so they're putting time into it right now.
So this is not a paintball field per se. This is an abandoned copper mine that gets used for all kinds of stuff, anything from firearms training to dirt bike races to whatever. And so we're using it as a paintball field. This is pretty much the only time during the year that it gets used as a paintball field. So we're going to be putting, this year we're going to be making some changes like goggles on signs and all that kind of stuff to make it feel more like a paintball field. But this essentially is just a industrial industrial wasteland that is gorgeous. I think so.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful out there.
I love filming out there. I loved it.
It's a completely unique facility.
So cool.
You're not going to really find anything like it anywhere else.
So anyway, that is the Snake Pit Training Center. Calaveras Tactical is going to be running the medical safety and all that. And then the scenario itself is being put on by Magnet.
So Magnet's a new company. It's being run by another familiar name to many of you past NWAR event attendees. It's being run by Bobby. Bobby was the Blue Team General last year. He's part of the AC Tactical crew.
And a special guest speaker on this episode of Monday Night Paintball is Clarence.
That's me.
From AC Tactical.
How you doing?
Who is very close friends with General Barnett.
Oh gosh.
The engineer behind Operation
like
War 5.
I can't give you details because I'm actually not at liberty to do it yet. So, but everyone can expect a very hardcore, no holds barred, fast pace, no rest event.
Since you're here, we might as well give you a quick plug for AC Tactical, which is both your team and your company, correct?
Well, I call it a team, and what it is, let's just start there. The team, AC Tactical is not a team like ODSC or the SAS guys or any number of other teams that actually go out and they practice. It's a company team of a bunch of my buddies and my friends, and we get together as often as we can and we just goof off, except that we like to goof off in the tactical Magfed paintball. So it's a little less serious than the other guys, but that's the extent of the team. Fathers and sons, old guys. We're still a bunch of old guys because some of the younger players really whoop us well. The company, what do you want to know? You don't even know. I've been a rep, a dealer for RAP4 since March of 2006. I think I'm one of the oldest established retail dealers for RAP4.
So Clarence has actually been with RAP4 as a dealer longer than I've actually been at the company, guys.
Cool. Well, thanks, Clarence.
Thanks. NWAR 2002. NWAR 5. We're 13 weeks, 5 days, roughly. Just get registered.
The next scenario I've got for you guys is Red Star Rising on September 6, 2014 at Hell Survivors Paintball.
So this is actually at a world famous field. Hell Survivor is one of the biggest known fields around. It's been out there for years as well. It hosts some very large games. This event is a Magfed only event. It's being put on by Magfed Uprising. They've been doing a lot of different events out towards the East Coast, mostly up in the Great Lakes area. Definitely a good bunch of guys to get involved with. Get out there and play some Magfed with these guys because it'll be a really good event.
We have a cool item. I think I mentioned this the other day, but just want to let you guys know it's on the catalog. This is our Crimson Handguard. What's the official name?
It's a RAS Handguard in red.
RAS Handguard. I like the crimson Handguard.
I think I might be changing the name to Crimson now.
It's kind of cool. I like the color. It's like metallic.
Yeah, it's actually a really clean...
Super wicked. Yeah, give me that. So here's a 468 partially assembled with one. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, so this gives the marker a really unique kind of custom look to it. Definitely a flashier gun. It has a unique look, and it functions just like any other RIS handguard.
The idea behind this red handguard is for military and law enforcement units. They use 468s for less lethal. The capsaicin rounds for crowd control and suspect apprehension, or whatever you want to call it. So they have a bright red handguard, so then these things look just like a real M4, so you realize that you're not grabbing a gun, so you can tell the difference instantly by seeing them. But for those of you who are out there shooting paintball, you should check these things out. They're pretty wicked. Shuka FEMA paintball highlights.
So Shuka FEMA was an event that we sponsored. It was up in Oregon. It was put on by the Operators, which is a team that's located up there. Really cool group of guys. They're looking forward to putting on some more events as well. But for the Shuka FEMA, here's a couple clips from the highlights. I think you got a kick out of this first one, Patrick, because you haven't watched it yet, have you?
No, I haven't. Let's check it out.
We're good. Oh, cameraman! Look him up. He's out, you're out, you're out, you're out.
Next up, we got some photos from the photo set from Magfed Only Game 13, which feature me. I was out there playing, getting shot. When the footage comes out and I edit the video, you guys are going to have a nice slow motion shot of me getting hit right in the neck.
Oh, can't wait.
It's like Vince had the camera like right on me, and I was like looking here, and I was BAM! I got annihilated. It's one of those that it hurt by the time I got off the field. I didn't really feel it. And then it started to hurt more and more.
Typical paintball wounds right there, Patrick.
Right in the neck.
This is one of the first times you've actually been out and fully playing in an event.
Well, I usually have to film. I'm usually taking pictures and stuff. And I was out at Magfed Only Game 12, and I didn't play at all, and everybody was giving me a bunch of crap. So I came out Magfed Game 13 and played. So Omar did too. He was out there. He's in the photo sets, rocking AppPat, and he was shooting bolt actions all day. Here I am with an MKP2. And some custom gear that I made, and yeah, so that was a lot of fun. Had a great time rolling with Veeth. He's a Marine Corps combat veteran, so I was just following him around most of the time because he speaks my language. So that was cool. And speaking of Magfed Only Games, number 14 is coming up on August 20th. It's going to be at SC Village. Just so you guys know, there are no hoppers allowed. Magfed only. We hate hoppers. That's what the refs yell. Seriously, we're out there. He's like, "Hey, if you hate hoppers, follow me." That's what they call the Magfed group.
I'll tell you why. At a Magfed game, as a ref, you get shot way less.
But anyway, it's $30 for admission and all-day air. We have free loaner markers for you. There's MKVs with DMAGs, so if you have a hopper fed gun and you want to see what Magfed's all about, meet up with ODSC there, and they will have a loaner for you at no extra charge.
There are a limited number available, guys, so you got to get there early to make sure you get your markers.
You want to be there like around 8:30. That would be as late as you want to show up. So the park comes at 7:30. But to get signed up and get your hands on a marker, you want to be there around 8.
Park opens at 7:30, so be sitting there at the gate for when the staff drives up and you just drive in with them and sneak in.
There's usually like a line and stuff. People get there early.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's coming up on August 20th. Going over D-Day, just released the compilation video of all of the D-Day footage. Released that last week. Turned out pretty cool, if I do say so myself. Looked like a really good time. And there's a couple little Easter eggs in there of a project we're working on right now that involves hot babes and paintball markers. So what was the Siege of Bastogne like?
So the Siege of Bastogne was actually pretty interesting. It was a different style Magfed play than what we're used to out here in California. It's a little bit slower pace. But the guys got out there, had a great time. A lot of rounds were shot. Somehow I managed to still get shot quite a bit, but I also got a lot of good clips and videos out there.
This week's Mark of the Week is going to go to Jeff Chudnovsky, the team sniper for Operational Detachment Southern California. This is his DMR.
That is actually one of the prototype DMRs, one of the original ones.
One of the perks of being the factory team.
He got it so he could do a lot of testing on it for us, and he's still using it and continuing his testing. He's had it now for probably about 4 months.
This is the father of all DMRs.
Yes.
This one came first.
And he just recently got a new paint job set up on it, and he's getting it ready for Operation End War 5.
Kind of sick. Kind of cool looking.
It's definitely a nice paint job on it. I'm wondering if he's going to do all his DMAGs as well like that, because that's
painted and wrapped it.
Yeah. So it's like double the effort.
Well, right now we have an awesome deal. We have a limited time offer on MK5s. We have 3 different versions. There's the UMP, the K36, and the SOCOM. Each one of them is only $349. Comes with the standard barrel. The shroud that I just mentioned, the SOCOM K36 or UMP shroud, has a car stock with a solid remote line adapter and a DMAG system. So DMAG well. And how many DMAGs does it come with?
It comes with 1, but you guys can always purchase more.
Cool. Yeah. So you could throw some more in your cart. And that will get you out on the field shooting Magfed. MK5s are first strike ready?
With the first strike bolt, they're first strike ready, but you just need to modify the bolt or purchase a pre-modified bolt. Basically, it just involves putting a ramp on the bottom edge of the bolt. That way, it doesn't flip the next round when it's going forward.
Well, this is a great starter package for those of you who are looking to get into Magfed. You should check it out. See you later, Clarence. So last thing we got for you guys is an upcoming event called Black Hawk Down. It's a pump, pistol, and Magfed event being put on by the operators.
So these guys, good group of guys. They're continuing to push Magfed up there up in Oregon as well. So definitely an event worthwhile to take a look at. And if you guys want to get up there and try out Magfed, definitely a good event to do it at.
Yeah, if you're in the Pacific Northwest, you should check them out. And they have, looks like scenarios pretty often. So might be a good group of guys to link up with. All right, for our take, that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, I think that's winding up pretty much everything for this week. Keep your guys' eyes on the Operation End War website as well as the Facebook page. We'll be having more announcements coming more regularly as the event gets closer. We got a lot of really cool stuff coming for it, like I said, and it's definitely going to be worth taking a look at.
Awesome. Well, thanks everybody for watching. Remember that Monday Night Paintball is your show. We make from the content generated from our Facebook page. And if there's anything you'd like to see in next week's episode, just email us at mondaynight@rapcore.com. Looking forward to hearing from you. We'll see you out there.